Welcome, sacred being. Welcome to the burning of this bay leaf for you. It is a sacred time. It is a sacred time indeed. Wow. So, welcome to Tyres Day, Tuesday. And it is a day recognized for the planet Mars, all about the day of action, passion. The deities for today would be Mars in the Roman, Tyre in the Norse, or Ares in Greek, and Sekhmet in Egyptian, the lioness goddess. So the themes for your reading today, and your reading looks phenomenal. I can understand where, confronting the obstacles as I've done my research on this day and the terror and how do we find that healthy balance. This day is all about your. I've done it consecutively. The first 7 major arcana, chakras, yes, is going to be consecutive. So Tuesday I've dedicated to the sacral, all about creativity, life force. Sacral chakra is Svadhisthana in Hinduism. Sanskrit is Svadhisthana, and the bija mantra is Vam, V-A-M. So it's not Vam, it's Vam. Vam, Vam, Vam. Very powerful. And the major arcana cards that would be related to this beautiful Mars day would be the Emperor, would be the Chariot, and would be the Tower. So, yeah, I can. Your reading is really great. I don't want to give it away quite yet, but I will gift you the Wise Witch Oracle, which is manifest. This reading is going to help you to manifest. Mix your intentions with care. Craft your desires into reality. So that is a very, very powerful message from the Wise Witches. Yes, we love them. Very, very beautiful. So understanding that fire pertains to Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, but it's also, you can have a look at your sacral chakra. And remember, you should know yourself quite accurately. If your sacral chakra is really not balanced, then you will be having emotional issues, a lack of creativity, problems in your relationships. If your sacral chakra is spinning in the right direction, it's balanced, you're going to experience a lot of good creativity, passion, sensuality, and a sexuality that is going to help you to navigate your beautiful path ahead, and within and without. So it's a very powerful time. Crystals to connect to Mars would be carnelian, pyrite, hematite, and sacral chakra crystals that you could wear today after this reading, during this reading: orange calcite, amber, citrine, sunstone, aragonite. So it is very powerful. And the herbs to activate or to help your sacral chakra, just to consideration, not that you have to use them: shatavari, hibiscus, and cinnamon. All right, those are just 3. I'm sure there are many, many more. So that's a little bit of research done for you, and I hope you enjoyed that. So now diving into your rune reading, Once again, I am going to block out the messages there so that you can just listen and observe. Look at the rune. The first rune to appear is Bakana, which means birch or birch goddess. This rune is all about nurturing, growth, and fertility. Think of it like a tree. It needs time and care to grow strong roots before it can reach for the sky. On this day of action, Berkana is a reminder that you can't just jump into the fray without a strong foundation. Today is the day to tend to your inner garden. This could mean taking time for self-care, nurturing a new ideal project, or simply giving yourself the emotional support you need. The energy of this rune is gentle yet powerful, telling you that true strength comes from being well-rooted and cared for. Isn't that beautiful? Your second rune, Laguz, the flow of intuition. Next, we have this beautiful rune, the rune of water. It represents intuition, the subconscious, and the natural flow of life. Just like a river, it flows around obstacles rather than confronting them head on. And that's interesting because there's some other cards that have really portrayed that in your reading. I've done the tarot, and I've obviously done some medicine cards for you. So following Bakana, Laguz tells you that the inner growth isn't a logical, structured process. It is an intuitive one. Listen to your gut feelings. Pay attention to your dreams. You may feel a gentle, almost unspoken pull toward a certain path today. That's Laguz guiding you. This rune asks you to trust your inner wisdom, even if it doesn't make sense on the surface. Don't force things. Allow your intuition to show you the way. That's beautiful. Which leads us to Tiwaz. Tiwaz is the spear of action. And remember, today is Tyre's day. This is also the spear of Tyre, the rune god of Tyre. All right. After nurturing yourself, Bakana, and listening to your intuition, Laguz, Tiwaz gives you the courage to act. This isn't reckless action. It's purposeful, conscious action. The story of the runes tells you that you've done the internal work. You've received the intuitive guidance, and now the time to stand up and be a force for good is upon you. This is your cue to take a firm stand, to make a brave decision, or to defend a belief that is important to you. You have the wisdom from within to back up your strength. So that's lovely. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you to the beautiful gods for providing these runes to us and these rune cards consequently, and the energy. Oh, really, really wonderful. Okay, sacred being. Interestingly enough, on this beautiful fiery day, you've got the King of Cups, which is representing you. You are the king of your emotions. You are also, you love intensely. You are a divine, sacred, balanced, emotional being. And looking back upon your rune cards, I can see that inevitably you've done a lot of the groundwork. You've listened to your intuition. You've gone for this course, that course, online, in person, meditation retreats. You've done all of that. You have become the master of your emotions. But the challenge here is to still trust your intuition. It's almost like you still don't trust 100%. And seeking that validation and confirmation is perfectly normal. The challenge card, or the lesson here with the moon energy, it's almost like you yourself, your doubt, your inner doubt, your shadow is preventing you from experiencing the streamline, the flow of your intuition, the grace that is coming through you. It's like spirit wants you to do the work, and your inner voice, that logic part of your brain is just going, nah, man, where did you pull that out of? How many pairs of socks do you wear a day? And you're going, but what I'm doing, spirit work, is not logical. And you're going, and the logic mind is fighting you. So that's the challenge for you, which can lead you to a little bit of sorrow. But this sorrow is also in your south quadrant. So think about children you've given birth to. Think about your grandchildren. Think about everybody in the southern quadrant. So those descendants, and also those that are around you, that almost give you a lot of wisdom, gratitude, love. There is an energy here. Oh, I love this. The cinnamon caught fire. That is so beautiful. From the bay leaf. Oh, wow. I've seen cinnamon burn before. I just want to help it into an area that it doesn't create a big vuvum. But that is so beautiful. Cinnamon on fire for you. This is a very crucial moment. Cinnamon is incredible. Cinnamon removes obstacles, removes the evil eye, and it's actually on fire for you in your reading. Thank you so much. Namaste. I'm going to let it burn out there. There is fine. It's going to get smoky in here in a moment. I am hot boxing my channel with cinnamon love. Oh, blessed be. Blessed be. Thank you. Thank you to the spirit of cinnamon. Oh. So this sadness that you have inside of your heart, it's almost like it's a wearing you down, and it's based down in the sacral area, your womb, your creativity. So you're sad about something that's not moving, that's not creative, almost like it's not aligning with you, and that creates sadness within you. Even your dreams are a little bit sad at the moment, and it's a sensation of why is things not moving forward. So understanding that the blockages that might be there could be helping you to recognize you need to turn to your creativity, start to create something new, start to be more adventurous, start to dance outside barefoot under the rain, under the stars, under the sun, provided it's your own garden and you're not going to freak out the neighbors. Yes, do things, with wisdom as well. There's some sadness here, and I'm looking at this card and I just feel, the Ten of Swords, it's completed. And it is, it's in the west quadrant of your reading, which is beautiful. It's sunset. All right. These backstabbing idiots who didn't see your value, who didn't understand you, who sought to see you fail, who also helped you to have a sudden ending, they are in the past. But what's happening is you're still sad about that, and it's like you're carrying that energy with you into this reading. All right, my guides are saying I must read the medicine cards afterwards. All right, cool, thank you. We've got a beautiful Eight of Wands. They're also asking me to remind you that this is swords, this is air, element of air. Air feeds fire. So remember, the more you think about it, the more you're going to create a big fire. Oh, wow. It's creating little rings. Like, I don't know if you ever saw Gandalf blowing those rings and then blowing a ship. Oh, this is so wicked. I love you, Cinnamon. Thank you. Namaste. Wow. Anyway, sorry. So, remember, this is air. Air feeds fire. The more you think about it, the more you're going to manifest the flames. Okay, so you want to be careful with that. Now, moving on into your northern quadrant, we've got the Eight of Wands. So this is your first fire card on this fiery day. Okay, it means that a lot of speed, a lot of action, a lot of movement, maybe possibly travel, communication. The energy here is your thoughts are traveling at the speed of light. You are thinking, and it's a fast energy that's coming in, a lot of creative energy coming in, and you may be traveling, but you're traveling in your thoughts, you're traveling in your meditation, you're traveling in your stratosphere, and there's an energy that wants you to be liberated from the previous versions of you on this beautiful day dedicated to Mars. And Mars is also speaking to you about the Wheel of Fortune, but the Wheel of Fortune is turned upside down, so it is reversed, and that speaks about a negative phase, bad luck, or lack of control. So this is, to me, more like a warning of the possible future. This is in the east quadrant of the reading. So it seems like the more you think about the past, the more you overanalyze, over-criticize, the more you don't flow with the river, the more this energy is going to come up, and you're going to feel like it's inevitable. This bad luck is just going to make more bad luck. It's almost like it's going to be contagious, and nothing's going to stop it. When I've spoken to a few people who, of late, they have a tendency to be very pessimistic, and even though they're very spiritual, they tend to harp on the negative, and I've noticed that they just manifest more negativity, and it just locks in with their consciousness. So the idea here is, instead of thinking about the bad luck of the past, bad luck of the present, there's no bad. Just don't even go there. No bad news, no bad luck, no bad nothing. Okay, and focus on the brilliance, the joy, the happiness. Change your frequency, your vibration, change your radio station, your radio channel, and this will bring you into harmony with that which is for your highest good. Okay, so they're saying I can continue with the tarot. Yes, very good. So the Magician is where you are at the moment. This represents you. You are magically alchemizing on this Mars day. You are working with the fire, earth, air, water elements, and you are either a witch, a sorcerer, a mage. You are a prophetess, a seer, a prophet. You are somebody who can really, even a medicine man, a medicine woman. You are somebody who works with the elements. And it's like the cards are helping you to remember that. Remember that, because in remembering that, you're going up to creating this harmony in your environment, because the Ten of Pentacles is all about a carefreeness, harmony, and happy love. So, and when you are doing what you love, your environment transforms into miracles. Happy magician turns into happy environment. So you are really, and there's another 5 here. These 5s are quite an element. What I'm going to do for us at the end of this reading is, okay, so there's more 5s. It's okay. So 5 of Wands. Okay, this is speaking about your hopes and your fears. You're hopeful to be the better, in the situations of, remember, this is sitting in your subconscious realm, in your south quadrant, and it makes you sad. However, you're hopeful of being like the champion. If other people are going to have conflict in their hearts, or conflict, and they're going to use words, they're going to try and belittle you, put you down, but you want to be victorious. That's the word I'm looking for, victorious, the champion. And it's an energy that almost creates a lot of conflict and turmoil inside of you, to the point where you don't want to engage sometimes, or maybe you engage fiery too much, and your fire goes off, and all of a sudden you're just like, whoa, what happened? It's just wildfire, and all of this fire is just spewing because you've just reacted back to somebody. They've reacted back to you. You've reacted back, and it's just, and it's this chaos energy. And you can see all these individuals just like, I'm right, you're wrong. Who's right and who's wrong? Viewpoint in the eye of the beholder. Remember, there's this 3-dimensional, yes, going up to the 33rd dimension. So understand, when you raise your consciousness each time, all right, we see it where we are now. Boom, it's here. Now we're going to the 4th dimension. Now we're going to the 5th dimension. 6th dimension. Wow. 6th dimension, we see we are the architect of this reality. We have dreamt this. Going into the 7th dimension. Wow. I can feel the heavenly calling. Going into the 8th dimension. It's flipped everything inside out. Upside down. It's like the number 8. Above, below. Going into the 9th dimension. This is giants and angels. See how you can go up into the higher dimensions to better understand your scenario, okay? The Hierophant. This is the outcome of your reading, but you still got 4 cards. Plus, you've got 3 Buddhist cards waiting for you, all right? And a vibe of the day. And the vibe of the day does speak wonders to you. So the Hierophant is all about trusting the structure. It's interesting because you got 3 5s. I'm going to have a look at the other numbers properly now, just now, in a moment, just to understand how many 5s you got up. There's an element of intensity here with this fiery energy from Mars, Tyre, the god of war, Aries, and Sekhmet, the lioness goddess. All of this fire is coming in to burn down the old, to make way for the new. And who is sitting on the throne? You are sitting on the throne. You are trusting the process, you are connecting to your wisdom, and you are following your own tradition. Right? Yes, you're following the tradition of others, but you are using your wisdom by creating a new traditional path for yourself. All right? And this leads us to your medicines. All right. Hawk is coming up very strongly. There's a message from the spirit world for you, and you need to listen. Listen to that spiritual message, because it's all about rebirth. Bat is rebirth. Rebirthing yourself from the giveaway. You've been giving yourself away so often, and you may have to do so again in the future. But it will be the cycle, the phoenix, burning to the ashes and rising again. The medicine is asking you to camouflage yourself a bit. There seems to be a lot of sparkles around you, a lot of energy, a lot of light, to the point where you are shimmering and people are drawn to it. Camouflage your energy a little bit. Connect with the element of fox energy, and understand why the cards and the medicine of the animals are asking you to hide your light, hide your wisdom, hide your truth. Try not to engage as much as you are tempted to in all of these 5s. It's like chaos magic, it's like, It's good, it's wonderful, it works wonders, but man, does it, it's got quite a beating, So with magic and everything in life, when we are creating, we need to give something in order to receive. So there will be sacrifices of either bay leaves. I'm going to speak of very easy ones for me: bay leaves, cinnamon, candles, the flame, incense. What else would there be? There would be crystals, but I'm not sacrificing my babies. They're not my babies, they're Pachamama babies, but yes. There is an element of giving in order to receive. Does that make sense? Okay, so be mindful of what you are sacrificing every day. In your mind, in your heart. Yes? Okay. So your 3 Buddhism cards. Let's start with the first one. Look at that beautiful illustration. And this is unconditional love. The Buddhism cards, or should we say the Buddha, okay, is asking you to cultivate unconditional love today. To love means to cherish, to be compassionate, to be of service, to be tolerant, and to be wise. Venerable Master Hussein Yun. Unconditional love is a free-flowing positive energy. You can only feel this love by expressing it. The more you give your love unconditionally, the more your heart is able to connect with this pure, nurturing, universal force. Love is the true essence that sustains lives. Very, very beautiful. Apologies, there's a spirit that's just walked in and I'm connecting. I'm asking for who they hear from me. All right, well, you may observe, yes. All right, and then you've got a contemplation card. Very beautiful. Look at that beautiful illustration. That's lovely. I'll turn it around again just in case you want to pause. Yes, very good. Contemplation, you need to contemplate impermanence. Thanks to impermanence, everything is possible. Thich Nhat Hanh. When you can accept the impermanence of life, that everything is subject to change and that everyone will experience the ever-changing nature of life, you allow your faith to be renewed, hope to blossom, and every moment becomes precious. Oh, that's lovely. And then you've got your purity card. Your purity card for today is pure mindfulness, the number 11. If you would like to pause, you're more than welcome to. So, mindfulness is the miracle by which we master and restore ourselves. Thich Nhat Hanh. With mindfulness comes the awareness that what has happened in the past is only memory. And that what is going to happen in the future, this is only memory. 10 of Swords, yes? This is only memory. 5 of Cups. It's memory. What is going to happen in the future is but a form of fantasy. A form of fantasy. Be still and open to the most precious moments that life presents to you. All the opportunities and blessings to be found are unfolding for you in the now. Wonderful, beautiful messages. And then we have this vibe of the day. Vibe of the day is clear the past. Clear the past, clear the past, clear the past. So that is your message from the vibe of the day. So clear the past. Let go of the memories, If you like, I can do another bay leaf for you. Yes? Nice cricket one. And this bay leaf, I want you to send all your intentions into the bay leaf. Do it. Boom, 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 boom. All your intentions, pain, everybody that backstabbed you, was a dick, was an arsehole, all those lovely words, yes? And just put it all in there. Just feel that energy leaving you now. Feel it leaving. Light it one more time. There you go. Oh, that's wonderful. Wonderful. Beautiful. Well done, you. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. I love you. Till we meet again.